Hi everyone, welcome to another section of Kopi AIs. Right, together with me we have Madam Sze Mei Kuah. I think if you join iPictors and also Carnival Sulam 2025, I think you must be already familiar with her. She has been sharing AI tech talks with us and also conducted workshop with the UPM lectures also. So before I introduce Sze Mei, maybe you can try to share your screen and I will introduce briefly about your biodata. Are you able to share the screen? All right, nice. I can see the screen. Okay, let me briefly introduce Sze Mei. Sze Mei is a digital transformation and community lead in Google for Education Malaysia. She has been instrumental in training educators across the higher education segments on the effective use of Google Workplace and workplace tools in the classrooms. And she has extensive experience in facilitating professional development workshops, conducting sharing, supporting educator in integrating the technologies into their instructions. So today, Sine will team share with me on the topic research made efficient from info overload to insightful outputs. So I will pass the floor to Sine.
Hi everyone, can you hear me loud and clear?
Sine, can you unmute?
Yes, I've already unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
good afternoon. Thank you, Dr. Chong. So good afternoon, everyone. It is good to be able to see everyone virtually, despite us having a virtual barrier, right? So I hope that the session today you will find beneficial because what specifically Gemini did research in Gemini is the topic today. So it's research make efficient from info overload to insightful output. But just before I start, right, best practice is two things. Best practice is if you want to try this hands-on with me, remember to log in to upm.edu.my, log into your domain, right, your university domain. If you are out of the UPM community, as much as possible, if you have an EDU account, please log in with your EDU account. And also when we do sessions, when Google lead sessions, right, we want to also bring the Google culture into our sessions. So if you have questions, if you have questions, if you have issues or challenges, please just I think there's no raise hand button, but please put it in the chat. The UPM CADe-Lead team will be able to assist to answer, or if not, I will help. I will try to answer as many questions as possible. So despite us having the virtual barrier, let's make it as interactive as possible. There's also a reaction button, so please feel free to use the reaction button as well. Okay, so as you are aware, the Google culture is we are very collaborative. So I want to be able to bring that collaborative culture into this session so that we are all learning from each other. Okay, so I will very quickly introduce today's information, today's session specifically. We will focus on deep research and how this feature in Gemini, right, will be able to help you save hours of your time instead of you having to browse all the information on the internet to complete or to come up with some research ideas and draft. How deep research will be able to help you do that. Okay, so just before I start, if you can allow me 5 minutes to very quickly introduce generative AI in education. So we started with personal computers, move on to internet, mobile AI, and now we are actually in generative AI. So we want to explore how you can lead, right, if there's lecturer in the room, or how you can learn if there are students in the if you are students here, with confidence in the next leap of harvesting the power of Gen AI. And what is Gen AI? So Gen AI is used to create music content, create content, new content, right? Text, images, music, code with a simple prompt. But today we will focus a lot on how to create a research, a draft research that we can use as our very first draft. Okay, it enable us to a new era of working, teaching, and learning. In this context, it enable us to also probably research better by saving our time, making us more productive, collaborative, as well as creative. So imagine, right, in a world we have, in higher education or in a university, we have a teacher assistant for every educator. So every lecturer get a teacher assistant, every learner get a tutor, right? And every education leader gets an assistant. So if we have this, right, in our education segment, it will save us a lot of time. It will make us productive, and it will make us concentrate on doing what matters to us. Like for lecturers, it matters in terms of teaching. For students, what matters to us is to learn, right? So Gemini is your AI-powered research assistant. Very quickly, we want to use Gemini to save time, right? We want to speed up time-consuming tasks. In this context or today's context, research. We want to make learning more personal. So what you will see later, a live demo, you'll be able to see how we can personalize our research as well, inspire creativity, and learn confidently, as ultimately keeping our data private and secure. That's why from the beginning, I stress that you have to, if you want to use best practice in to use Gemini, is to ensure that you log in with your EDU account. Okay. So we will do this today, right? We will go into Gemini for education. Notebook LM is a topic that I think has been covered previously. So today specifically Gemini, but there are 6 features in Gemini. Let me just show this to you first. There are 6 features in Gemini, right? We have the Gemini chat, the gems, the deep research, Canva and audio overview, and we just released Gemini Live. But today we will specifically do deep research and see how from deep research we can actually create websites, create infographics, create audio overview, right? So we will do specifically deep research, but this is the subset of deep research that we can also use. Okay, so this will be my topic today. But let me just go back again. Sorry about that. I just want to show some context into what we will be learning. So why Gemini for Education is free of charge, right? For all Google Workspace for Education editions, is grounded on learning science. So I'll go a little bit more further on this, and it's a default access to our premium AI model. So all of us get access to 2.5. Gemini 2.5. In terms of data security, is private and secure. Through the Google Workspace terms of use, when you use Gemini using that account, we do not use to train your data, right? We do not take your data to train the machine. It's responsible experience for our students, especially students under 18, which is probably not so relevant in our context. And there is admin control and visibility in terms of who get access to what, right? So these two, responsible experience for students and admin control and visibility, caters mainly to the under 18 experience. Right. So remember in the beginning, I asked, imagine an educator and education in the education world. We have a teaching assistant for every lecturer. So the lecturer will be able to plan lesson faster, differentiate course material for every student, create assessment and practice materials. If every student, right, if I'm a student and I have a tutor with me, one tutor, I will be able to deepen understanding on a certain topic, prep for exam, get feedback on my writing, even prepare for my college, prepare for my career, prepare for my life, right? And for every education leader, it saves time in terms of communicating, streamlining admin staff, as well as enhance research. So this is our main topic today, enhancing research. How we can accelerate literature reviews, summarizing paper, identifying key findings, right? And refine and use what Gemini deep research has done to help us refine and improvise our very first draft. So choosing Google as your trusted AI partner, 3 reasons, right? 3 reasons, because number 1, we own the entire AI tech stack, from software to models to devices and to cloud infra. So this is reason number 1. The Gemini that you will see today is Gemini app, right? And the model that we will be using is Gemini and Learn LM. Okay, so the reason number one, Google owns the entire tech stack. Because we own the entire tech stack, it enables us to innovate better. It confirms that it is secure. Your data is secure, it's reliable, and then it's flexible. Flexible in the sense that we can adopt our strategy as conditions on the ground change. There are, like, if you are familiar with Gemini, you see you can export to docs. You can also cut and paste the content, right? Copy the content. So this is how flexible the entire tech stack is. And point number two is Learn LM. So it's all the okay, so let me go to this first. So Learn LM, right, is a model, or is a language model, learn language model, that we actually collaborated with AI partners, learning science, and AI experts to improve learning experiences. So it's inspired by active learning, manage cognitive lead, deepen our method cognition, stimulate curiosity, and adapt to every learner's goal and needs. Right. So when we have our tools like Gemini, right? Gemini and Notebook LM, which is extensively used. It is powered by the learn language model. So learn language model, the subset of it is based on academic grounding, answer feedback, error diagnosis, pedagogy, STEM reasoning, as well as practice problem generation, right? So all the output are actually powered, or the research work behind all the outputs comes from the learn language model. So approach to AI grounded on these three principles: bold innovation, responsible development and deployment, and ultimately collaborative progress together. So I've given you two reasons. The first reason is we own the entire tech stack and we don't rely on any third-party providers. Number two, for Gemini in EDU accounts are powered by Learn LM. Number three is if you log in using, or if you use, like I mentioned, you use your EDU account, Google Workspace account, we assured you under the Google Workspace terms of use that we do not use your data to train, or to train the machines. Okay, or it's not shared with anyone, or anyone in the organizations, or any organizations at all. Right. So three reasons why we recommend Gemini for teaching and learning. Okay, so your your data stays private and secure. Your data is not used or human reviewed to train the models. Your data is not shared with others or the organization. We do not use your consumer data for advertising. You own your own data, right? You own and you control your own data, not Google. And all customer data is encrypted at rest and transit by default. And our privacy practices are audited against international standards like COPA, FERPA, and all. So that this link states very clearly that your data is not used or reviewed by human to train models. Okay. Okay, art of prompting. So very quickly, just before we move on to hands-on, how do we prompt, right? So there are best practices to prompt, because ultimately we believe that quality input equals quality output. So you can prompt very simply, explain this to me, right? Give me some lesson plan. Explain this concept better, right? But you can also prompt to say, explain this concept uh, explain this supply and demand context concept in Malaysia settings, right? Or in a restaurant F&B business setting. So you give it a better. But our best approaches rely on this framework, PARTS. You give your Gemini a role, a persona, right? And then you tell clearly what you want it to do. Okay, whether you want it to draft a paper, rewrite this, create a lesson plan. Okay, recipient, who is it for? Okay, and then team, give it more topic or more context. Your learning objective, what do you want to achieve, right? And then lastly is structure. What is the format, the model that you want the output to be, right? So it can be in the format of example, UDL, a format of rubric, a format of for students, it can be a format of proposal paper, invitation letter, bullet points, right? So state that very clearly. So when we have PARTS, our output will be very, it will be very close to what we want to achieve, okay? So apart from having that PARTS, parts framework, we also encourage you to use natural language. So talk to Gemini like how you talk to your friend, right? Provide context, like give it more information, as much information as you can, be clear and concise, and ultimately use relevant keywords. All right, I think I want also to add to say that keep your private info private. So what you don't tell your friends, you don't tell Gemini. You don't tell your AI, okay? So keep information, keep your private data private. So ultimately, this is how we want to write a great prompt. So we want to empower educators, staffs, as well as students with AI tools. And today, specifically, our topic is Gemini for Education, deep dive into deep research. But just before I do that, I want to see a row of hands. If you can raise your hand, or you can raise your hand. If you can give thumbs up, if you have used deep research. Anyone has used deep research before? Or you are
Yes.
new to this? Okay. Dr. Chong, you want to say something?
No, no.
You raised
I
hand,
just
is
want
it?
to I just want to answer yes.
Okay, so thank you so much. But today, I think for the majority of us, I will show you how deep research work. Okay. So deep research previously is for Gemini Advanced only, but now under upm.edu.my, or it is made available for free. Okay, so you can now run deep research, 10 research every 30 days. Okay, so today this is the topic. And what is deep research? Deep research is you save hours of time with deep research as your personal research assistant. So deep research, right? It helps you save hours of work, it helps you save time. Instead of you having to browse the internet to look for information, it browse the internet for you, right? And then it analyze real information real time, and then it will develop a comprehensive research report with citation for you. But I want to a few disclaimer I want to make before we jump into hands-on. Number one, deep research, it browse through all the available information on the internet. This means that if there are mistakes in the internet, there are potentially also errors in your in the report, the output. Number two is it doesn't go through all the paywall, right? So if you have like certain journals or certain research papers that have to be subscribed, it cannot go through that segment, right? It doesn't go through that paywall. So it will only help you browse the web based on what all the available information. Like example, Google Scholar, ResearchGate. These are all the free, accessible content that deep research can take into picture. Okay, so we will do this, and then from our deep research piece. Right, from our deep research piece, what I want to show is I want to show how we can get it to generate website, to generate infographic, to generate quiz questions, as well as to generate audio overview. So sometimes we don't have time, right, to read. We just want a summary of what this research is about and all, and we can listen on the go. So this will be the process of the deep research that I will be showing you. Okay, so if you can see my tab has since changed to Gemini tab. So gemini.google.com, this is where you should go in. Right, let me log in again. Gemini.google.com, and make sure that it is your upm.edu.my if you are from UPM. If not, it has preferably it best experience in your EDU account. Okay, because our contexts today are very education based. All right, so what you will see here, I know you don't see the word pro, right? But whatever I am showing you, apart from this word pro, we are sharing the same experience. Okay, so you go to 2.5 Flash, you start a new chat, right? So this is your interface. And to activate deep research, you click onto this. So all of you, if you are in the computer, you probably want to hop on to just another tab to see deep research, and let's do this live. Okay, I want to ask now, if there is anyone, 10 users is 10 prompts, no, 10 research. Zuraida, if I 10 research. 10 research means research number 1 example is on mental health, research number 2 is on AI in education, research number 3 is something else like that. So 10 research. Okay. Anyone planning to do a research, if you can pop in your title on the chat, we will use that as a demo piece. Anyone? If not, then I will create one. But I want it to be like, to see if it's relevant. So if anyone working on the tariff war, okay, Dr. Saladin, we will do this. The tariff war. Okay, so this is sorry, let me change back. Do you see my tab now? Let me see, sorry, Are you able to see my screen? Yes?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet, sorry.
Not yet.
Okay. What about now?
Okay, all right.
So I am now in my Gemini. We are seeing the same thing. The only two things that you don't get to see, which is different from mine and yours, is this word pro and this video. Okay, but otherwise, all of us get the same thing. So you go to 2.5 Flash, and then you click on Deep Research, and we will start a research on Dr. Salahuddin's title. Research, let's do this. Research on the impact of tariff war on... Is this acceptable title, Doc? Yes.
Yeah,
yeah, let's see.
Okay. Impact on Malaysia. So I will, if I'm happy, so this is my prompt, right? Because it's deep research, I just need to tell it what to research on. I put this on, yes. And in a while, it will give me its thinking process, right? What is a research plan. So this is the research plan. Tariff war impact on Malaysia. It will identify major global tariff, analyze the direct impact and all. It will have 8 steps, right? Once it go through these 8 steps, it will analyze results, create a report, and it will be ready in a few minutes. So I am happy with this plan. I will just start research. So what you are seeing right now, okay, you will see now, all the thinking process are being outlined for you, all right? So you can see now the research approach is to identify major tariff war, in particular, focus on the US-China trade, focus on Malaysia economy, and currently is browsing 16 websites, okay? And it will finish one loop and we will get a report. Right? Understanding the tax war concept. So this will take about a while. Two things that from my experience, so I'm speaking, this is from my experience, 2 things that will impact the speed of this deep research. Number 1 is internet connectivity. Number 2 is the extensiveness of the topic. So when we run a topic example on that university alone, and the reference point are minimal, then we will get a report quite fast. If we run a topic, maybe a global topic, right, where there's a lot of resources out there and it has to browse through all the information, and then it will take a while. Okay, so very briefly, it takes about 8 to 15 minutes, depending. But again, this is also my personal experience, 8 to 15 minutes, depending on the extensiveness of the resources. While we do this, right, while you are running this, it's okay if you shut it down, right? Or you go to another chat, it will still run. Okay, so you can do other things while it's being run. And
So can you show them what web they already browse under the show thinking there?
here,
You can choose. You can click
sorry, yeah.
instead of
So
showing the thinking.
Yes, so I can I can show thinking. They can also do sites browse. So now it's browsing 27 websites. In researching your report, Gemini searches the webs and browsers content from relevant websites on your behalf. So it's now browsing these 27 websites, from YouTube to this is an investment to even Taylor's University, NST, some journals.
Newspaper.
Yeah, NST newspaper, correct. Then journals. I think this is an education institution because it's EDU, right? So it will browse, and then even Nottingham Uni. So it will still browse. It will take a while, but as you can see, this loop is almost finishing. Now
There's
it's
one
Hmm.
there's one question from the chat. How
Okay.
can one edit the plan?
Edit the what? Sorry.
The plan.
The plan you can edit. So just now, right, there are two options given to you. Either you edit the plan or you start research. So if you're unhappy with it, you just edit your plan. Edit your plan means you are editing your prompt, your personal prompt. Like my prompt just now was research on tariff war impact on Malaysia. So maybe I want it more context. So I can put research on tariff war impact on maybe export and export in Malaysia, right? So then you narrow it down. So that is the the meaning of edit plan. I hope I answer your question. It's 42 websites, so it will definitely, I think two to 3 minutes has passed. We will come back to this, okay? We will come back to this. So I want to, while we wait for this, maybe I show you an example of the finished content, okay? So I show you, I go through the journey with you, yeah? So this morning, I was, as a preparation, in case anything happened to Gemini, I ran a report on research on how AI is changing the teaching and learning ecosystem in the higher education context, especially the offloading of cognitive ability of students. So this is my research. It gives me this research plan. So just now in the chat, right, you mentioned somebody asked how to edit plan. So this will be, after you prompt, this will be given to you. Okay, if you are unhappy with it, you just edit plan. When you edit plan, it brings you up to edit this here. So maybe I don't want higher education. I want K-12 education, or I want education as a whole. Then I just edit it, and then it will come out with a new plan again. And if you are okay with it, you start research. So when we start research, it will give me now a research paper. So I'm going, this is slightly different from our AI. The tariff war is still being run, but for context of time and for you to get a bit more information, a bit more, I want to ensure that you leave this session like finding it very beneficial. So this is the report, right, of my research paper, executive summary, intro, and all those, right, even with tables and all. And the beauty of it, right, we will do the same with the tariff war later, but at every of this point, I actually have a reference point, right? So this is from this website, this is from this website, right? And as I scroll down, I even have all the reference point that is mentioned, right? Even the tables that is created for me, the key AI tools and their primary application in higher ed, right? These are the tools, and I can even scroll down and look at all the resources of that has helped generate this table. Okay, and then if I'm happy with this, I export to doc, or I copy content. Okay, so I export to Google Docs. I will export, and you should see my Google Docs now. It's loading. So this is AI and cognitive offloading in higher education segment. And this is my table of content, right? And I want to show you, this is the table that has been generated. So the tables are all here and even have supporting snippets, right? And then I have the work cited. This is sort of like my reference point. Citation, but not according to probably APA format and all, right? But it has the title, when did I access this, or when did research access this document, and it gives me a link. So what I do now is I can verify every single information here because it has listed out. So it goes through about 29 websites to come up with this research paper on AI in higher ed. And it's 24-page report. Okay, so this is the output. Let's go back to our tariff wall.
It's already like a review paper.
But this is a draft. This is a draft, right? Because number
Yeah.
one, a lot of things would probably be missing still, like all the paid journals and all. So what we do is, one of the way is to take this content, right? You either PDF it or you link, it's in your drive anyway if you are using Google Docs, put it in Notebook LM. Put it in Notebook LM, then you, all your paid journals that you download in PDF, you put it in Notebook LM and you ask questions that are relevant to you, to your research. Because maybe out of these 24 pages, not all the information are relevant, right? Or out of your 10 or 20 literature review, you only need certain information. So put all this information now in Notebook LM to verify it. Even so, you can actually put all this link in Notebook LM as well, right? Because all the links are now available. So you have 29 plus your maybe 10 paid journals, you have 39 sources plus this research paper, 40 sources for you to generate a Notebook LM content or to understand the particular topic better. So this is how we interchange or interuse all the facilities that are given or all the tools that are given to us. So let's see, it's almost done, our tariff wall report. Okay.
Meanwhile, if you haven't,
Yep.
Meanwhile, if you haven't already watched the Kopi AI sections on how to use Notebook LM, you can refer to the CADe-Lead YouTube. We have the recording on, how the student using the Notebook LM. Can you hear? All right.
Okay, let's see. It's almost done, But I want to show you now. Okay, we will come back to the tariff in a while. We'll come back. Once I have my report, right, just now, the AI in higher ed one, once I have my report, this is my report. So you will see next to the report button, you will see create. So when I scroll create down, right, when I drop down create, I can now ask Gemini, this is through the other feature, a subset, which is what we call Canvas, to help me create web page, infographic, quiz, and audio overview. Okay, so if I want web page, I just click on web page. This is the sample. Because I don't want to be running so many things during a demo, in case the internet got affected and all. So this is it. This is my interactive report. Right? It gave me an overview of my report in a visual format. So the AI revolution in higher ed, this is 89% of students 14 to 22 use AI for schoolwork in 2025 compared to 2024. The higher ed AI toolkit, these are all the tools that people are using. Gemini is here, right? I'm just glad that Gemini was also mentioned. The cognitive dilemma from critical AI resilience versus critical thinking. And there's even like I can do like younger age group or even older age group, right? And then critical, the cognitive impact, and also it's very nicely done for me already. Even all these drop downs, right? All these drop downs. So I have this. What I can do, the important part, this is what you see. But the important part here is a code. So this is the HTML coding, right? I can actually copy this HTML coding. Like for us, we use Google Sites. I embed this HTML coding in Google Sites, and I now get a website on AI in higher education, right? This is website. I also get it to help me create an infographic, right? AI is double-edged sword in higher ed. This is all comes out from that create button just now. The AI wave, 89%, same data as the website, but more on the infographic presentation format. Again, I can show console, right? Or I can even, this is the code, HTML code. I can cut and paste the code, put it in example for us, put it in Google Sites, and then launch this, and I get an infographic as well. Okay, so this is the second one that Canvas can do. It can also help you generate quiz. See, I have a quiz on AI in higher education, 10 questions, and even with hint, right? What is the hint? Then I answer, is wrong. Okay, the answer is D, then next. And then cognitive, that's right. Right, and then next, move on. So this is quiz. So from your deep research, you can get it, you can make it into interactivity. including the final one, an audio overview. So the audio overview, the title, right, is actually AI in higher ed, unpacking the promise and peril of cognitive offloading. So this topic is sort of like a clickbait, right? Like something interesting that makes people want to listen. I'm going to play and then we go back to our tariff war, I promise.
Cannot hear because
Oh.
have to share a tab.
Share tab. Okay, let me share tab. Let me share tab.
Mm.
Let me unshare and share tab. I will share my Gemini tab. Okay, I will share tab now, and I'm going to play the
Welcome to the
podcast.
deep dive.
Can
Today
you
we're
hear
jumping
now?
into something that's,
Yes,
well,
yes.
it's really changing the game in higher education. Artificial intelligence. And it's not some future thing, is it? It's happening right now.
Oh, absolutely. It's pervasive.
I mean, get this. Recent studies, 2024, 2025, show something like 80% to 90% of students say they've used AI tools at least once.
Wow, that high already.
Yeah. And for students aged 14 to 22, it jumped from 77% using it for schoolwork in 2024 to a huge 89% in 2025.
Okay, so this is the podcast, and you can actually download this podcast. When you download, the format is WAV, W-A-V, and then what we normally do is you put it in, transfer it to your phone, and you can listen on the go, right? So this is the entire deep research journey that I've shown you. You click for a research, and if you want all the interactivity, you go to the create button to create website, create infographic, create quizzes, and now create audio overview for you to listen on the go. Okay, now back to our tariff topic. Okay, our tariff topic. This is our tariff report. The impact of global tariff wars on Malaysia, navigating economic shift and strategic resilience. We have executive summary. We have introduction Malaysia in the crosshairs of global trade trends tensions. Overview. What else is this? This is macroeconomic impact. And then we have also a table, right? And all these tables, if you draw down, these are all the information where it's taken. Right, the website where the information are taken. Okay, like in this data, 20.38 is from this website. Okay, and then data point are sourced from various snippets and may not be directly comparable across all categories due to differences in reporting metrics. Example, USD versus RM and all. Okay, that's why it's indicated, NA is indicated as data not explicitly provided in the snippets. Okay, so this is our report. And these are all the sources that it has gone through. So if I'm happy with it, I do this, export. In a while, I should get a report. Okay, it's bringing me to my Google Docs. In a while, I'll share that tab. Okay, but I want to show you now, right? With this, right? This is your report now. You press on this report. It will bring you to, you will see two things. You will see a gray button called export where you can export to docs or copy the content. It will also bring you to create content. This is where you can get it to generate website, infographic, quiz, or audio overview. Let's first do quiz. We want to do a tariff war impact quiz. So I generate a quiz. I just click on quiz. It will now help me generate the quiz. Your report is still available. Don't worry. Okay, it's still around. It's not, it doesn't supersede a report. Your report, you have to scroll up. So now it's doing a quiz. Right now it's one question. Let's see how many questions it will create for me. Okay, while it's generate the quiz, if I may move into my Google Docs now, I'm showing you my Google Docs now. The Google Docs has the impact of global tariff wars on Malaysia, navigating economic shift and strategic resilience, and 6 chapters, right, including the supply chain reconfiguration, government policy, 5.1, 5.2, and then long-term implications and future outlook. And then this is the conclusion, recommendations, right, and the citations. The work cited, not citations, the work cited. So this is the website. This is when we access it, which is today, the website, right? And it has how many sources? Oh, 53 sources. It goes through 53 websites to come up with this how many page? 27-page report, right? 27-page report. Okay, so let's go back. I'm bringing you back now to my Gemini because I get it to help me generate quiz, right? So I managed to get it. It helped me generate 10 questions. And these are the questions. According to analysis, what are the primary reasons for initial deterioration of Malaysia trade balance? And I really don't know this, so I'm going to guess A, and it's correct, right? And then move on. If I guess C, it's also correct. That's right. Did I guess? Can I guess the wrong one? Okay. So C is not quite. A massive increase is while the government did implement so it explains why. The beauty of it is, right, if you give it to a student, right, then you can actually even show hint. Think about the move away from putting all eggs in one basket towards moving a more resilient geographical spread out network. So which one is the answer? Should it be this? Yes. Okay. So this is quiz. Okay. Again, where do you find the create button? This is where you find the create button. Go back, go up, scroll down, where you get your report, right? Your research. Click on that. Your create button will come out. And then you get it to again create a web page. Let's create a web page. Okay. In a while, we will have a website on tariff war. Okay. So the beauty of this creation or this interactivity in Google Gemini Canvas is it gives you the HTML coding. So for it sort of benefit people like me who doesn't know how to code, but I want to create maybe a mini website, or I want to create some information piece on the internet, right? And I want to publish it. So this is the HTML coding that will help me, at least help people who don't know how to code to come up with a coding help with coding. Okay. So we'll come back to this. But so yeah, that is that one. Yes, any question?
I can I share? I would like to share also
Yes.
some of the examples.
Can.
I think you have to stop sharing.
I will stop sharing. Okay.
Okay. So let me see.
There is a question from Hisham to do Dui Bahasa. Boleh. I can do Dui Bahasa. We do another session yang Dui Bahasa, okay?
Okay.
You mean the research Dui Bahasa ke? Research dalam bahasa Melayu mungkin dia belum support lagi. It will eventually come out soon lah. We are slowly introducing languages, but I don't think research in bahasa Melayu is being introduced yet. Okay, sorry, Dr. Chong, go ahead.
Can you see my screen all right?
Yes.
Okay, so I think it's just a very timely sharing because now is grant season. I think a lot of research teams are prepared for their FRGS, and also recently, last 2 weeks to early July, UPM also announced saying that it can prepare for your FRGS. So I think one of the question in the LRGS or FRGS, they will ask you to relate it to all the policy, MISTI, 10 MISTI framework, and so on. So I can give one example. So let's say I want to do ultrasound-based vaccination from pompano fish, and I want to make it find any relevance and also how it contributes to the national policy. So from here, they will start to do research, and then after that, they'll give me these answers, the infographics, because I asked for infographics. So these infographics, just now, I think Sze Mei also already shared the infographic that we can do. You can just share, copy contents, all right? And then after that, you can just create a new text document. Say I want it to be infographic, but okay, text first. So from here, you just paste there. And then when you save, you can remember to change it to HTML. Okay, so when you do that, you will have the infographics HTML right here. So when you open them, it will bring you to HTML file, and from here you can actually can use some tools. You can, like, for example, this is free convert.com. Yeah, you just from the device, and then you upload your HTML there, and then you convert it to JPEG. So you can download for your grant the JPEG. Otherwise, you can also do Google site. Could you briefly?
I think Dr. Chong's voice. Maybe I will just take over from Dr. Chong. I think he showed how to use text, TXT, right? And then save it as HTML, and then you get the infographic. But what I can show you is, I will show you how to embed that HTML in Google Sites. You know Google Sites, right? You heard of Google Sites, right? So I'll share screen again. Asli, I take over, yeah, the screen. Let's go to my Gemini. Okay, can you see my Gemini? Yes? Yes, okay. Dr. Chong, you broke out just now, so I took over to help put the HTML into Google Sites, okay? So I'm going to bring you through the journey. So what we have just now, we have Dr. Salahuddin's title on Impact War. We have Deep Research has helped us create a report, a research report on tariff war. And then I get it to generate quiz. Encik Hisham asked just now if it's possible to do the quiz in Dui Bahasa. I think maybe you can try it out, because I have not tried it. Give it a prompt. Make the quiz Dui Bahasa, include Bahasa Melayu or something, and see what it says to you. Okay, so once that's done, we now get the infographic. So this is the infographic, right? And we will get the code. This is the HTML code. So what you do is that you share, copy content. All right, so I've copied my content already. I will now bring you to Google Sites. Yeah, so give me a while. Give me a while. I'll
Hello,
bring.
I'm back.
Yes.
Sorry, the
It's
Bintulu
okay.
here, the light not very stable. The
No
room
worries.
I
So
use.
I'm bringing them through the Google Sites experience, Dr. Chong.
Yes.
Okay. So this is my Google Sites, right? So how you find Google Sites? You go to your waffle here, and then you scroll down and you find sites. Okay. So Google Sites, I open this empty one, right? And then maybe I just put here tariff. Is it correct? Tariff war infographic. Okay, so this is just a header. You can change this, change image and all, but where do we embed the code? So I've copied the code from Gemini just now. I put it here. So where do you find it? Yeah, you in your Google Sites, you will see here, right? Embed code, and you put in your HTML, and you next. So in a while, your infographic will be published. Insert, right? And then you adjust it to the size lah, how big you want and all, right? And then you publish. When you publish, you just put here UPM test 1, today's that one, and I publish. And in a while, I will get a website, sites.google.com.demogfe, which is my account, my domain, UPM test 1. So this is the name of the file. Tariff war info, Malaysia economic resilience. I have the dashboard, right? I can click to the dashboard. Sorry. This is my published site, sites.google.com, right? And I can share this link with my students. I can share these links with my lecturers, with my friends and all, right? And then this is my dashboard. This is the driver, right? And then this is all the information. manufacturing. So as I move E&E, this one have to improvise a bit lah, not electronics and E&E lah, right? It should be just E&E, and then manufacturing, commodities, automotive. And then I move down into the Outlook, and then I just have to that one. So the interactive is based on this. So this is the entire experience of the research. You get the code, you put the code in Google Sites, or even like what Dr. Chong mentioned just now, you put it in TXT format, save it as HTML, and you can already publish it. Use the converter, HTML to JPEG converter, you already have a JPEG infographic. Okay, so this is what deep research is all about. So this is where you get the code, right? You shared it,
Yeah.
Kopi content. Any
Yeah.
question?
Can I chip
Sure.
in? Can you hear me?
Can.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I think basically just now I also would like to do the same things, share to the Google site. So what I do is I ask them to create a website and also combine with the quiz together, and then the quiz have to give feedback. So then when I publish the website to the Google site, so the student can answer the quiz and immediately get feedbacks. Another thing is I also asked Gemini to actually give a function for them to send me the score after the students submit. So I have actually do that. So let's say we have a deep research on a specific topics for the student. The student answer the quiz. When they submit, they can choose to give me the score. Yeah, that is one. Another thing that we have I try also is when edit brand, I tell them I want Scopus index journals. So at the end, the reference they will give me APA.
Okay, so I think we practically I wanted to take the opportunity to show that and see how we can help. Like I think there's a lot of idea on the chat to kata tak perlu buat PowerPoint. You can just do the website kan. In the future, you can also use that as what Doctor mentioned, the quiz yang you generate. Tapi Encik Hisham, you try to prompt tengok boleh tak bahasa Melayu, and then you put the quiz in Google Sites, and then just assign the sites to your students. So ada hint, dia dapat betul wrong or right or wrong also he can see that, right? So so it's going to be very interactive moving forward. We are also introducing new features as we go. That's why as many like kalau ada peluang we will come and share, because technology change very fast and we want everyone to keep up with it, especially yang ada edu.my punya account.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So sorry about the internet. So basically, what I've done is I asked them to only use Scopus index journals and then use APA format. They will actually narrow down their search. Instead of looking for website, they will actually find one. Another thing is what I do is I combine the website and the quiz together into one website, and then I publish into the Google site. Then the student can access my link, and then at the same time, after browsing all the info, and they can actually use the quiz button and then get the feedback, and then they can submit the score to me also. That's another thing. And also you can actually ask them to give you not static, dynamic. All right, I think I back to you, Sze Mei.
Yeah, I think I've covered everything. Okay, so let me just share my screen. Sorry, I share sekali lagi. One last thing. I just want to very quickly wrap up. But so this is all the information that is available for you. I will make this information available through CADe-Lead. Okay, I will do all this through an email to CADe-Lead where CADe-Lead can disseminate to all. Because ada attendance list kan. So can give to all the attendance only lah.
Yep. Thank you. So we are coming to the end. Thanks again, Sze Mei. I'm so sorry about all the hiccups. And
Don't mention.
Yeah.
I hope everyone finds the session beneficial. Mungkin we won't be able to cover all 1 hour. Like even the other day when we hosted UPN satu hari also not enough to cover all. So let's try. Like continue to improve. Because that is what technology technology enables us, right? So we have. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Chong.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Sze Mei. Thank you.